Hey, you. Okay, so picture this. You're planning a trip, maybe scrolling online, and just completely overwhelmed by all the options.
Oh, yeah, happens all the time. Information overload.
Exactly. So for this deep dive, we thought we'd tackle Aruba. We've basically waded through a ton of stuff, that big popular TripAdvisor list of activities, plus the official Aruba tourism website.
Right. And the mission basically is to pull out the interesting bits, the useful nuggets, give you a real feel for what Aruba's actually about beyond just the nice photos.
Yeah, kind of get the essence.
Mhm.
We've got the traveler review side and then the official story from the island itself. She gives a pretty good picture.
A nice blend of perspectives. So where do we start?
Okay, Aruba basics. First off, their slogan is everywhere, one happy island. You see that a lot.
Catchy.
It is. And location-wise, it's way down south in the Caribbean. And it's actually pretty small, only 70 square miles.
Wow, that's tiny.
Yeah. But what kind of jumped out at me from the tourism site is this emphasis on the mix of people living there. They say almost 100 different nationalities.
Interesting. So that happy island thing might be linked to that diverse, welcoming vibe, maybe?
Could be. It sounds like it's really part of the culture. And they even have a name for this feeling you supposedly get there.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
They call it the Aruba Effect.
The Aruba Effect. Okay, tell me more. Sounds like marketing, but...
Well, yeah, maybe. But they describe it as more than just, sun and sand. It's supposed to be this lasting feeling of happiness, peace even, that you feel while you're there. And that apparently sort of sticks with you when you leave, which is, quite a claim for a vacation.
It really is. Makes you wonder what they think creates that effect, beyond just being relaxed on holiday.
Right. A trip that actually changes your outlook long term. Yeah. Okay, but let's get practical. What are people doing there?
TripAdvisor. The list is huge.
Okay, hit me with the highlights. Adventure stuff seems big. UTV and ATV tours are, right at the top.
Off-roading, basically.
Yeah. We've got things like Aruba UTV, ATV adventure to Secret Beach and Cave Pool. That one's listed around $162 per group.
Okay, per group, not per person. Got it.
Right. And another one, Aruba UTV tour with natural cave pool and cliff jumping. A bit less, maybe $122-ish.
And these keywords keep coming up. Secret beach, cave pool. Sounds like exploring hidden spots is a major draw.
Totally. It gives you that sense of discovery, I guess, not just sitting by the hotel pool.
And that fits perfectly with what the official tourism site pushes under natural wonders, doesn't it?
Exactly. It seems these tours are how lots of visitors are, getting out and seeing that rugged side of the island.
So maybe that's part of the effect, getting out, exploring, seeing these cool natural features.
Could be. And then, of course, being in the Caribbean, there's tons of water stuff. Snorkeling, sailing. It's all over TripAdvisor.
Naturally. What kind of tours are we talking about?
Well, there's the dolphin catamaran snorkel and sail with open bar. That's about $69.
Open bar, always popular.
Right. And the Arusan catamaran sail with snorkeling is similar, maybe $63. Oh, and this one sounds nice. Aruba morning snorkel sail and mimosa brunch.
Ooh, brunch on a boat. How much for that one?
Around $89. So, different vibes available, party boat or a relaxing brunch sail.
Yeah, catering to different tastes. And it highlights what the tourism site keeps mentioning, those beautiful beaches and the turquoise water, that beaches and coves section.
Definitely. Okay, switching gears a bit. Something different. Nightlife. There's a Chigogo party bus.
A party bus, okay.
How much? About $92. Seems like a social way to experience the island after dark.
Fun. And probably hits a few different spots.
Presumably. And then, totally different again, the Atlantis submarine tour.
Whoa, a submarine? Like a real submarine?
Looks like it. That one's pricier, $144. But, seeing the reef without getting wet, pretty unique.
That is unique. Sets it apart from just another beach destination, for sure. The party bus taps into the lively side. The sub into maybe wonder or education.
Good way to put it. And for land-based stuff, that's not an ATV. Horseback riding comes up too.
Okay, like trail rides.
Yeah, there's an Aruba Ecological and Beach horseback ride for around $98.
Nice combo, beach and nature.
And then a longer one, horseback ride tour to Natural Pool in Arikok National Park. That one's about $140.
Arikok National Park again. Makes sense. It's more expensive if it's going into the park, and maybe it's a longer ride. That park seems like a key natural attraction.
Definitely highlighted by the tourism board. Maybe that rugged landscape contributes to that feeling of escape they talk about.
Could be getting away from it all.
Now, if you want to see a lot in one go, there's the Ultimate Island Jeep Safari.
Sounds comprehensive.
It is 8 hours. Covers a natural pool and baby beach. It's around $130. Seems like a good option if you're short on time but want the highlights.
Yeah, packs it all in. And for pure convenience.
There's the De Palm Island all-inclusive day trip. That's $203. So you pay one price, everything's included for the day. Food, drinks, activities on that little island.
Right, caters to that desire for easy relaxation. No planning needed for that day.
Then there's this one kind of quirky clear kayak Aruba photo shoot.
Clear kayak so you can see through the bottom.
Exactly. And it's short, just 30 minutes. But it's $150. But it includes photos, like a mini photo session, and free cocktails, apparently.
Wow. Okay, that's niche, but definitely memorable and very Instagrammable, I guess.
Totally. Shows the range, right? From 8-hour Jeep tours to 30-minute photo ops.
It really does.
We also see some practical services listed, airport VIP help, private car transfers, different price points for those.
Good to know those exist. Makes arrival smoother.
And one final thing from TripAdvisor, quite a few of these popular tours are marked likely to sell out.
Ah, good tip. So if something catches your eye, probably best to book it ahead. Don't wait till you get there.
Yeah, seems like a smart move for the really popular ones.
Okay.
So that's a flavor of the activities. Now let's zoom out a bit and look at the themes the official Aruba tourism website pushes.
Right, the bigger picture they're trying to paint.
They've got these categories. Adventure, which we've clearly seen reflected. Romance, culture, wellness, eat and drink, and families.
Okay, so covering a lot of bases. Trying to appeal to different types of travelers.
Seems like it. And under these themes, they elaborate. Like beaches and coves, they straight up call them the best beaches in the Caribbean. Big claim.
Bold, but that white sand, turquoise water image is definitely central to their brand.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's probably the main hook for many people initially. And interesting how they connect natural wonders directly to things like those UTV tours we saw.
Yeah, they're basically saying, here are the wonders and here's how you go see them. It ties together.
The dining section is interesting too. They really emphasize the variety, linking it back to those 100+ nationalities on the island.
Makes sense. A diverse population often means diverse food. Did they mention specifics?
Not tons in the overview, but they do mention you can find dining deals, which is always good to know. And they link nightlife to things like that party bar.
All right, creating connections.
And it's not just beach and adventure. They highlight arts and culture, pointing to the city of San Nicolas specifically. History, architecture.
Good. It shows there's more depth maybe than some islands offer.
Yeah. And wellness, positioning Aruba as a place to properly relax, recharge, which feeds right back into that whole Aruba Effect idea again.
Mm-hmm. It's all part of that narrative. They even mention sports and golf briefly.
Right, covering those bases too. It really feels like they're trying to show Aruba isn't just one thing. It has layers.
Absolutely. Moving beyond just the beach stereotype, selling a whole package, a whole experience.
And they keep coming back to it, the Aruba Effect, that lasting happiness thing. They even have an app, My Aruba, to help you plan and pick spots.
Planning tool. Handy.
Plus, they stress the practical stuff.
Yeah.
Lots of direct flights, English and other languages widely spoken, tons of sunny days, it's small, it's safe.
All the things that make travel easier, less stressful. Removing friction points for potential visitors. That definitely adds to the appeal.
For sure. Now, this is where it gets really concrete. They have these sample itineraries on the website called Aruba Effects, tailored suggestions.
Oh, interesting. Like pre-packaged trip ideas.
Kind of. Take the Sun Sands Serenity one. It suggests specific spots. Baby Beach, Rogers Beach, Manglehalto for snorkeling, Druth Beach, Arashi Beach for sunset.
Very specific.
Yeah. And it even says, grab a pasticci at Bright Bakery or eat seafood at Papiamento. That level of detail is really helpful, isn't it?
Absolutely. It makes it much more tangible. It's not just go to the beach. It's go to this beach for sunset and try this local snack. It helps you picture it.
Right. It's like, here's how you achieve the Aruba Effect, step by step.
Exactly. What are some of the other itineraries?
Well, there's Savor It All. Predictably, it's food-focused. Recommends pancakes at Linda's, trying keshiena, a local dish at the old Kanuku house, maybe dinner at Quinta del Carmen.
Sounds delicious. Any non-food stuff in that one?
Yeah, it mixes it up. Suggests visiting the Casibardi rock formations and Phillips Animal Garden, too. So using food as a way into exploring.
Nice balance. Food insights.
Then there's your Aruba Escape. This one feels a bit more, maybe off the beaten path. Suggests the Bobali Bird Sanctuary, Aracock National Park again, local eats at O'Neill Caribbean Kitchen, and Zerover, plus Aruba mural tours.
Okay, so aiming for maybe a more local, authentic feel with that one. Less resort-focused, perhaps.
Seems like it. And for families, there's Happy kids, happy vacation, points out the butterfly farm, Aruba ostrich farm, climbing Hooberg Hill, the donkey sanctuary, baby beach.
All sounds very kid-friendly. Any food tips for families?
Yeah, suggests places like Salt and Pepper and Sacco di Felipe, probably more casual spots. So they've really thought about that audience.
Good to see. What about luxury?
Yep, got that covered too. In the lap of luxury. Suggests fancy dining like windows on Aruba and Papiamento, jewelry shopping, tours with De Palm tours maybe, spa time at Euphoria Spa, sailing with Tranquillo sailing charters.
Okay, so definitely showing they can cater to the high-end traveler as well.
For sure. And lastly, they even have one called Riding Solo.
Oh, interesting. What do they suggest for solo travelers?
Things like visiting Fort Zootman for history, taking an e-bike tour, relaxing on Hadakarari Beach, and trying various restaurants. It's quite thoughtful, acknowledging solo travel.
That's really inclusive. So these itineraries, they really pull it all together, don't they?
They really do. They take all those themes, adventure, food, relaxation, culture, and show you what a trip focused on one of them might actually look like day to day. Makes it much easier to imagine yourself there.
Yeah, much more practical than just broad categories.
So wrapping it all up, what's the main takeaway? I mean, Aruba seems like way more than just pretty beaches, right? Though the beaches are clearly a huge part of it.
Definitely more. There's a really strong adventure streak, lots of water activities, obviously, some unique things like the submarine or the clear kayak.
Definite push towards culture, food, wellness.
Right. And this overarching idea of the Aruba effect, whether it's, just great branding or something genuinely palpable there, they're selling this promise of lasting happiness.
Yeah. I think the key thing is the sheer variety. It doesn't feel like a one-size-fits-all destination.
Agreed. Whether you want adventure, total relaxation, family fun, cultural exploration, luxury, it seems like there are solid options for all of those. It's that mix of organized tours and the encouragement to just, explore yourself using those itineraries as a guide.
So for anyone listening and maybe thinking about a trip, Aruba's definitely put a lot on the table. You've got those UTV rides to hidden spots, the sunset sails, local food joints.
Or maybe it's just that promise of the Aruba effect itself that grabs you, that idea of coming back feeling genuinely refreshed and, well, happier.
Makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Which part of all that resonates most? What would you be most curious to explore more about on one happy island? It's definitely given us a clearer picture.
It really has. And I suppose the ultimate question left hanging is, would you feel that Aruba effect? Sounds like maybe a trip there is the only real way to find out.